Good afternoon, everybody. Just me coming to say hi again. Just checking in on my way home. Hope everyone's having good days. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit of a ramble again. I know this morning I was talking about kind of the journey I've been on in terms of my weight loss. I know there have been a few of you who have watched it so far, which I appreciate. I am still going on that journey. I'll keep everyone updated on how that progresses, and if you see me slipping or if I'm slipping, I'll let everyone know, and feel free to call me out if I am. That's fine. So otherwise, right now I am driving home. Just a little bit more about me. I love doing kind of outdoors activities. Don't do them anywhere near as much as I want to, but we do love going camping, as you probably saw from my shorts that I've posted so far to date, that I have been posting a few campfires just that I've had, daytime ones, evening ones. Those were always good times. You'll probably get more of those as we kind of go through the summer, primarily as I have a few campfires in my backyard, or if we get out camping again, you'll get to see a few more fires. And then in addition to those, everyone's been a big fan of the posts I have done of my dog. I know she's definitely far more popular than I am so far. I can't blame you. She's an amazing dog. Giant ball of energy at times. Then other days she is just a full-time napper. So she kind of alternates between the two. Besides those, those are some of the things going on. Just right now we're dealing with some really nice weather. It's gorgeous. It's actually kind of warm today. So this evening I have to go put in some air conditioners, the window ones. The joys of living in an old house without central air conditioning. But you know what? You don't get the charm from newer houses. And if you think you do, great. It's not that you don't have charm. They just have a different charm. Yeah. So that's how things are going today. I've just getting out of work. It's been a pretty good day at work. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't want to just rant and ramble, but I also want to make sure I keep putting things out there. A lot of these right now are trying to put out kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, see what hits. I know I'm probably not the what you expect, and the fact I haven't been doing video editing, and you're getting true raw videos of me. It's hit or miss. Some people may enjoy it, some people may not. But that's fine. Part of the problem is I don't know how to edit videos, so I'm going to have to teach myself how to do that. And that might actually end up being a video, is I might take one of these and I might record myself trying to figure out how to edit. If anyone does watch this and you have recommendations for, ideally at first, a free tool to be able to edit the videos, that would be great. Unfortunately, I am not on the Apple product set, so I know that Apple's, I believe, in the Macs sometimes do come with built-in video editors. Unfortunately, I'm not in the Apple and Mac universe. It might be an option in the future, but probably not immediately. I need something that works on a tablet, like an Android-based tablet or a Android-based phone. Those would be the things I have to work with. But I know there are some. I'm not familiar. There's a lot of options, and it was a little overwhelming, so I need to do some research on that. Or if people have recommendations, I'll definitely look into them. That would be great. Yeah, if not, it might just take me longer to figure it out. If there are things you want me to talk about, I'm open to talking about almost anything. For the most part, I don't intend to have this get R-rated or like non-kid friendly, but I also don't necessarily think this is aimed at children. I do have the mouth of a truck driver, but I am trying to be good. I don't want to just drop F-bombs all over the place. So I will be, for the most part, trying to be pretty good with my language. I do enjoy looking into various different things like history and sciences, trying things out. So if I come across things that interest me, I will probably post some videos of them. Later this week, you might get a video of me and maybe some helpers putting together and building some raised garden beds. I know we're a little late in the year, but we decided late that we wanted to actually do a garden again this year. But instead of doing a ground level, we did decide to do a raised one. So I'll at least be building the beds. And if nothing else, we'll be putting in some pre-planted or pre-started plants and some quick growing things like maybe some green beans, some lettuces, probably not a lot of those because just there's some, but not necessarily a lot. And then maybe some pre-started tomatoes or things along those lines. Maybe a squash or two. At least to start with, and probably a good amount of like various different herbs. They have a little herb garden in one as well, because there's nothing like a good fresh herb. The smell you get from them is beautiful. It like makes the whole house smell great. It also, the flavor you get from them when they're fresh picked, it's hard to beat that. But there's nothing wrong with the store-bought or the dried ones, but when you can do fresh and you can grow it yourself, it's just something else, I feel like. So that's probably coming up at some point. This summer you might get to see me go fishing. I enjoy going freshwater fishing. I'll probably try to get to at least one of the local ponds, maybe take my kid, take my dad, I don't know. So the details still have to be figured out. Yeah, but getting back to what's going to be covered, so in terms of topics, I'm open to cover almost anything. It's not going to be my standard go-to, but politics won't be out of the question. But I do have my own political stances, but I also do I try to view things from a nice central point of view and try to give a fair, balanced view when I do it. If I don't, once again, if you're watching this and feel you want to call me out because you don't think I'm being balanced, call me out. If you think there's something I get wrong, please point me in the direction, call me out for it, but also point me into the direction of where I can find an article kind of telling me opposite of what I'm doing, because where possible I will try to support my views. I do try to have some sort of support, whether it's an article I find somewhere or whether it's research, data. So when you do get my opinion, a lot of times I do try to support it. You'll probably at times also get to see me doing kind of reviews of various different things. I don't know if I'll review videos or if I'll review products. As I open and try things, I'll definitely try to record myself, but I don't know if that'll become a recurring thing, because I tend not to buy a lot for myself. But if I do have things, I will test them out, and if you enjoy it, it's great. In terms of reviewing videos, I know I've watched a number of other stations do reviews of numerous different types of videos. Some of them I enjoy watching, but I know I don't necessarily have the appropriate background or necessarily understanding of like all the different nuances to be able to review everything. but I can give my uninformed view of things. I have watched videos of people reviewing various different music videos and songs. You might get a few of those, because there have been some songs I've listened to recently that have made me think about things. I'm not going to talk about those now, but that might be another one in the future. But if there are things you want to see, let me know. So that's a little bit. This is, as I said, a rambling video. So that's what I'm doing tonight. That's what I'm doing now. Sitting in a little traffic because it's rush hour, but I can't complain. I do have my windows open and air conditioner on. Usually I drive home with the windows open because I love fresh air as I drive. But in order for you to be able to hear me while I'm doing this, I need to have my windows shut. Just because there's too much background noise. As you can probably tell, I don't have a microphone. That might be something I look to get in the future so that you get better audio quality. That's probably something I'll start looking into sooner than later, but no guarantee on when it'll happen. And then, yeah. So that's about it. In terms of things going on, just things in my life, as I said before, you heard me talk about my weight loss. My family, you're probably not going to get a huge amount from them. I don't, unless things change or unless I feel comfortable or they really feel comfortable, they're probably not going to be on video much. This is going to be primarily me. And the name of the channel, as I said, it's a good day to be random, just because I don't know at this point. I am trying to figure out, as I do more of these, what makes sense, and maybe get whether I have a picture of my made for radio face here on the kind of the head of the page, kind of the little snapshot, the clip, the thumbnail. That's it. Have it on the thumbnail of the videos, or have it on the thumbnail of my actual page, or if I'll try to create some sort of design logo. I was talking to somebody and they were actually saying that YouTube channels need to have some sort of an introduction and opening sequence. I have no clue about that. I might look into that. At this point, you're getting me. Yeah. So I've been rambling for about 13 minutes at this point. I don't want to ramble too long, where I'm just kind of being incoherent at this point, just a little bit of everything. But I will just leave everyone again and say I hope you're all having a good day. If you enjoy what you're seeing, just feel free to let me know. It makes me know what you're enjoying. If there's something you specifically enjoy or don't enjoy, a comment could help, so I can maybe adjust, cover things more, cover things less, or just any feedback helps me understand what I can do to improve myself. That's a lot of what I feel this station's going to end up being, is me talking about things, doing things with the goal of bettering myself as a person, and part of that is getting better physically, but also just becoming a better person, making sure that I'm trying to always do the right things, making sure I'm looking at things just every day, trying to learn something new to be able to be a better person for myself, for my family, and in the long run, ideally, I think it's a goal for everyone, is to leave the world and hopefully have the world be a better place when they go. So that's kind of where this is and what I'm looking at it for, but it's going to evolve over time, just kind of like everyone does. Every day we all change a little bit, evolve a little bit. So this station will be the same. So once again, everyone, have a good day. Hope you all have a good evening if I don't post another one. And I do look forward to hopefully hearing from some of you. Thanks. Have a good one.